I never thought the man my wife was seeing behind my back would appear at our son's birthday celebration. But somehow he did. A day that was supposed to be about joy and innocence became the moment my entire life shifted. That morning, I woke up feeling an odd combination of anticipation and fatigue. My son had been counting the days non-stop, talking endlessly about the balloons, the cake, and the gifts he hoped would be waiting for him. I wanted everything to go perfectly for his sake. Even with the strain hanging heavy between my wife and me, I kept reminding myself that this day wasn't about our problems. It was about him. He deserved laughter, family, and memories untouched by adult mistakes. I filled the living room with bright balloons, hung up a cheerful birthday banner, and double-checked that the cake was ready. One by one, relatives started arriving. My parents came bearing presents. Her parents walked in smiling. Soon the house was alive with the noisy happiness of children running, shouting, and laughing. Then the doorbell rang once more. I opened it to find a man I had never seen before. He looked relaxed but well put together, holding a neatly wrapped gift. Before I could ask a single question, my wife rushed over with a smile that looked practiced and strained. "Oh, he's a coworker," she said quickly. "He just wanted to drop off a gift for our son." Something about her voice, too cheerful, too forced, made my stomach knot. I shook his hand and noticed how comfortable he seemed, as though he belonged there. As the party went on, he stayed close to her, laughing too hard at her jokes and standing nearer than anyone needed to. She kept calling him a coworker, but every instinct I had told me that wasn't the truth. I tried to keep my focus on my son, who was running around smiling, completely unaware of the tension simmering nearby. Later, I stepped into the kitchen to grab more plates and stopped cold. My wife and her so-called coworker were standing far too close together. Their voices were hushed, their hands brushing in a way that had nothing to do with work. Then he leaned toward her. She didn't move away. Their lips met. In that instant, time seemed to collapse. Anger, betrayal, shock, and heartbreak crashed into me all at once. My hands tightened into fists, my chest burned, and I nearly shouted. Then I heard my son laughing down the hallway. I refused to let this destroy his birthday. I took a deep breath, forced my rage down, and stepped away, pretending I hadn't seen anything. But pretending couldn't erase the truth. When I returned to the kitchen, I made sure they saw me. Their faces drained of color, guilt written plainly across them. My wife started to speak, maybe to explain, but I stopped her. Everything I had been holding inside burst out. I shoved the man, making it unmistakably clear that he had no place in my home or in my child's life. The noise drew everyone in. Family members and kids crowded into the kitchen, stunned. My son clung to his grandparents, confused and frightened. My wife shouted at me to stop, but I didn't. I told him loudly and without hesitation that he was not welcome. Then I turned to her. My voice shook, but my words were final. "You're divorced. I don't want to see you again." The room went quiet. Balloons swayed slightly. A birthday song played faintly somewhere in the background. The celebration felt suspended, frozen in a painful moment. Tears filled my wife's eyes, but I didn't stay to see more. I walked out, leaving the party behind, needing distance to process what had happened. The next morning, there was no doubt in my mind. I went straight to the courthouse and filed for divorce. No second chances. No explanations. No halo apologies. She had made her decision long before that kiss. Looking back now, that day was both crushing and liberating. I lost a marriage, but I regained my self-respect. I faced reality instead of hiding from it. My son will always have me, and I will always guard his happiness. As for her, she became nothing more than a closed chapter the moment her affair partner walked into our son's birthday party.